The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh, yes.
All right, so good morning, friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Anthony never ceases to amaze me. Okay. So I will say this. Someone says, O'Neill, you know what? No, Anthony is being a smart aleck, and he's going to go over to Dave's house. So this is what people told me. He's going over to Dave's house and he's going to try to motivate Dave to make Amber sign the papers. And I said, well, if that's what he's doing, all right. I don't like it because this is still something I wouldn't have done. But they said this, and I say, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea for him to do, not me, him. Because again, I'm not going to talk to no woman's new man. I mean, I'll talk to my ex new man. I just wouldn't. It's not my thing. I just wouldn't. So that's what it is, right? However, I don't know if that's what it is. It seems like that's not what it is, or it seemed like he's trying to do something else. I don't know what is he trying to do, but it's Anthony. You know what I mean? And I think this is just basically what I thought before, which is mere gloating from Anthony, where he's just going to sit down and use this to gloat. And I see none of the men in the chat has never done this before, so it makes no sense.
Sure. Like I said, it's no sense that two successful men can't come together and have a conversation.
It's mutual respect, my brother.
Sure, appreciate it. You really do have a beautiful heart.
Appreciate the blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I wanted to come by and talk to you about is, I know Amber, she's clearly chosen who she wants to be with. And that's cool. I have a situation of my own that I'm happy with, and she appears to be happy with you. And I want nothing but the best for her. But she keeps, coming over to my house, grabbing clothes and stuff like that. She's telling my baby mama about, a room that I had renovated.
All right, so hold on, just crazy. Anthony has no deal having a drink. I'm glad he's calling Amber. Well, I'm glad he's doing that. But hold on, Rusan. What he's doing is exposing Amber. But why does he need to expose Amber though? Because here's the deal with Amber. Amber is such a clumsy character that she's going to expose herself. You don't need to do the work. Like you really actually don't need to do it. She will be found if you do that, right? You don't need to do that at all. Again, me no know. It still isn't a move that I would pull. It's just something I wouldn't do. Expose her. That's a good question to Monique. Expose her for what? Because I don't really get it. You know what I mean? I just would. It's just not something that I do. It's not. I'm sorry. This is one of those things I would not be doing this. I just wouldn't be doing it. He's so sassy and stupid. He has in his feelings. He feeling himself because of what the lawyer. That's exactly what I think it is. The lawyer told him yesterday that he may have the upper hand, and now he's basically trying to rub it in her face. This is what I think it is. Anthony is trying to rub what's going on in Amber's face, and in turn, and what he doesn't realize is he's going to give her. He's about to now give her more, what you call it, will to fight because he's trying to embarrass her. This is what I think it is. Anthony, may I say all this? Is Anthony giving Amber more strength to fight? Because you see, when you start trying to expose people and you try to beat them down, people have a tendency to rise much harder. If you look at even the Iran conflict right now, you realize what's going on, right? When you try to rub things in a people's face and you try to break them down, it makes them a bit tougher, and it makes them start to think, you know what? Maybe I do need to whip you. Because because that's what he's doing right now. Right now, he's giving Amber a whole lot of strength to fight. Because if I was in Amber's shoes and I realize that you're now starting to do this, I'm telling you right off of the cuff, Rusan. Right now, even if I was busted down and broken down, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna find some little oomph for fight you. Only because of what you're doing. But let me read y'all's comments. Yes, because he really don't want her to go. It's crazy. Every time he does this to Amber, she fights back. Exactly. Because she's now going to get this inner strength. Because that's when people get them strength. And in this instance, yes, that's what I think it is. Yes. Because it would give me the strength. Exactly. It will give anybody the strength. You, Miss Daughter, yes, it will give anybody the strength. Yes. It's gonna backfire. I can tell you right now, it's gonna backfire. This is a nonsense move from Anthony. You don't go to the woman, new man, for go try to ask question. That is some sassy move, and that's why I wouldn't talk to you. If I was in Dave's shoes, I wouldn't talk to him. By the way, you know that, right? I would not talk to you because I have nothing to talk to you about. I hope so because she was up exactly. She was about to give up, and I think this is her now going to basically not give up anymore. I hope she gets the attorney on the phone call. Well, talking to the attorney while Dave and Anthony is talking is not going to do anything because it's not like them fighting. However, what it will do for Amber is that Amber will, I think she'll take this as a moment to recharge. No, I want to tell you, I want you to lose all the money, Anthony, because it's a boy move. It is a boy move. Until he wants to take her all clothes, to take all her clothes, that it looks like she moved out. Okay. And she will have Dave's support now because he sees what he's dealing with. You might have that as well to Monique, so I agree with that. Dave might even want to be more inclined to support her.
And everything, and it's like unnecessary. It's like if you're happy, just be happy. But also there's a thing called respect. So her coming into my home, coming in and going as she pleases, because I have my own situation, and it's just a little off-putting.
I mean, Amber's good, man. She probably just want all the things out the house.
And that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, but it seems like she's paying more attention to what I got going on over at my house than she should be.
I doubt that, my brother.
All right, so let me say this. Let me say this because if y'all know me, you know that I basically call things on the middle. Okay, so could Anthony be trying to push her out? Possibly, but again, all I'm saying is this: this does not help your cause because I'm looking at it, and unless I have the Amber character read incorrectly, which most times that is not true, because I'm a general reader very well. This is not going to basically make her come back to you, or it's not going to make her quiver. This is going to make her stronger. Amber confronted Anisha. Where was the? Yes, I understand what I said. Listen to me, Mr. Incredible. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I was about to say this. So Amber did confront Denisha, right? And so people are saying, well, Amber confronted Denisha, so why not have the same base? Here's why this don't work. No, because you already have her on the ropes. You have to know how to play the game, Mr. Incredible. You don't need to go over there right now and try to do this with her right now because you already have her on the ropes. She's already getting weary and she's already getting tired. His best move would have been to stay quiet and allow whatever is happening to her to happen to her. But you going over there to try to see if you can rub it in her face while basically you are having somewhat of an advantage where she kind of starting to get very emotional and want to give up may backfire. It's like, think about a fight then, Mr. Incredible. Think about a fight. If you beating somebody up and all of a sudden you start basically tease them, the natural inclination is for them to now start fight based on pride. A pride, just like Tamrak is saying, is like you're pouring gasoline upon the fire. Basically, that's what's going on. You're already getting, the woman is already getting tired. You don't need to go over our house for try to see if you can talk to our man. So maybe okay, Mr. Incredible. If that wasn't going on, I understand the way I said, but it wouldn't be right. No, that's all I'm saying. But hey, let me see what you're saying. I wouldn't have gone over there to speak with Dave even though it's creating a doubt in the exactly. You just don't do that because allow it to happen. Cause it's gonna happen anyway. This is why I say Amber deserves something. Maybe not 50%, but something because he's cruel. He stayed the marriage with the so, all right, we don't go for boy. She doing her work today, but me have to do my job, which is be equal. No worries, Misty. No, he didn't want Amber back. He just wants her to be unhappy. I agree with you, O'Neill. You know me, and you have disagreements, but when it comes to Amber, but I agree with you. This is a crazy move for Anthony this morning. This is crazy. You are asking the woman to get some bones and fight, and you don't want to do that to people. Coward man keeps sound bones. Usually, it's the punch that you don't see that outs your light. That's all I can tell you. When somebody coward, it's the punch that you don't see. The moment you think that them basically down and out, that's when you tend to drop your guard. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Amber confronted Denisha in her bedroom and in the marital home, where she should have been, where she should not have been, which makes more sense. So Marcia, this does apply in this situation. Confronting Dave versus confronting what you call it, Denisha, is two different things. It's two different things. It does make sense in terms of the confrontation. Dave's a man's man. He's a real man. So, O'Neill, we have to remember Dave's sister asked him, what's taking Amber so long to divorce Anthony? And now, here is the husband on his doorsteps. Exactly. Anthony's a female, I'm sorry. He wouldn't have come up on my porch. Well, come up on the porch. Exactly. Denisha was in their house when she went off. It makes sense, friends, and I cannot disagree with those point of views. Anthony is stupid. That's just it. He's jealous and he's playing Denise. He's playing Denisha's baby. Well, that's what he's doing. He's playing Denisha. Denisha was in Amber's house. She wouldn't have been confronted. That makes sense. If Amber had confronted Denisha at Denisha's house, if Anthony had confronted, not Anthony. If Dave had confronted Denisha, which I guess that's what you're saying, if Amber had confronted Denisha at Denisha's house, then we could have said this. But this not going to work this way. Antagonize the woman will backfire. You just can't do that.
That she has mind about it, and I have hers.
I mean, well, that's good and all, but I mean, and I'm just saying, like, she just keeps coming over to the house and grabbing stuff. And, I mean, how would you feel? Say
she used to live there, bro.
No, 100%.
So she got things at the house.
100%.
So
but imagine if you were married, right?
Okay.
You going through a divorce or whatever, and your wife, you got your situation. Your wife keeps coming back and forth as she pleases, and then having comments and things about what you got going on in your life. Wouldn't you feel like she's not letting something go?
It's a such thing called respect. So
Absolutely.
there has to be some type of respect there, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't like this. I don't know, no, y'all. But let me see what y'all say. Just like a woman, she can't just move out and abandon me. Exactly. So it don't make no sense. Anthony is the one who is jealous, and that is a jealous man sitting in front of Dave, and a weak man that's going to backfire. Bam, he knows about Wayne already. O'Neill, you're on point today because he's gloating. That's what he's gloating, friends. Thank you very much, True to Love. That's what's going on. He's gloating. Anthony is basically gloating, and you cannot be gloating. You haven't won anything. Last night when I made the review, I said he hasn't won. Why Anthony think him win something? The lawyer says she's going to be making an offer, and it's just an offer. She never say you win something. She never say you're going to get, I don't know, 90% of your money. She did not say these things. The only thing the lawyer said is, I'm going to give her an offer because I think she's wearing down. This is crazy, man. I don't know. You can look at Dave and tell that you can look at Dave and tell that he's very uncomfortable having this conversation. It's very uncomfortable. This is the most Evan, thank you very much. This is the most uncomfortable conversation to have. I think there's a man that tried to do this before, and me have to shut it down. No, me now talk to you, bro. I have nothing to say to you. Go talk to the woman. Go and talk to the woman that she need to talk to. He's a lunatic. Well, me know about the narcissist, but he's a lunatic, right? Is him just trying to gloat. You're right. Every time these characters celebrate, it ends up backfiring. Every time them celebrate, it backfire. Intensely them celebrate, it's going to backfire. That's just the seesaw that we play in Skitland. He's trying to break up Dave and Amber. This is going to backfire badly. He is full of himself. Amber is going to tear little ankles up. He needs to be worried about the hidden money. I mean, no, you. It's going backfire. Now Dave knows that he turned her room into a kid's room. It's like he kicked her out of the house. Basically, basically, basically. Let him sign the divorce papers so that the woman can officially move out. I don't. Well, he's sending an offer. It's if she basically, you know what I mean? This is a gloat. He's gloating. This is what I thought it was. Someone said O'Neill, no. What Anthony's gonna do is gonna try to motivate Dave for her to take the money. And I said, well, if that's it, that's I don't like it, but okay, it's a plan. But he's over here gloating. Listen to him talk. This is a man gloating. He's trying to show the next man that basically the woman still wants him. That's what he's trying to say. Anthony's trying to force her hand through Dave. Makes sense. Makes sense. You think that he's trying to do this? Is Anthony forcing Amber's hand through? I just don't. I don't know. Again, me like it in a Deborah, but me still not like it. If that makes sense, because you're almost there. You almost have her. You have her where you want her. If you're trying to do your thing, this is a tough move for me to sit down and be like, well, yeah, me like it. Me don't know. You know what I mean? But let's see.
Because I'm good. I mean, because I mean, honestly, you see what I got at the house.
Oh, let's not do that. It's like comparing apples to oranges, my boy. Especially when we're talking about Amy. And you know that. But yeah, I need to go ahead and give her a call though. Because there is a thing called self-respect.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a call real quick.
I'm sorry to tell you, friends, but I'll say this. He has no respect. He has no respect. This is a lack of respect because it's almost now like he's basically now saying him don't respect Dave, right? Which is interesting. So if I was in Dave's shoes, I'd put Anthony out. I'll be honest. But I'm wondering if that's the plan. Dave and Anthony are the same person. Y'all are willing to pull Anthony like this 2 years ago. Wayne shows in these skits when you have money, the woman that okay, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Terrell, makes sense. Makes sense. They didn't respect him at the party as well, Rusan. I appreciate that. But here's my thing though, Rusan. The people that argued, here's my thing. She already is on the ropes. Why would you force anything different? Because it's almost like you're now going to force them to play harder ball. Why do I want you to play harder ball? That's my question. I don't understand that piece from the people who like this. I don't understand that. Help me understand. Okay, take the respect out of it. The moment I start to do this is the moment I'm basically making her wanting to fight harder. Why would I do that? Women in there for sale. That makes sense. I do see that connotation, Terrell. I do see the connotation. Why should Anthony respect a man that is sleeping with? Okay, Daryl, I get that. These comments, me get them. I understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's take the respect out of that. Gentlemen, wanna have me support to the respect. All right, yeah, sure. Dave don't respect him don't respect Dave. All right, mutual. My question is, if he's trying to win this battle, right, which him already on the ropes, why would you antagonize her when she's already basically on her way out, just like James Bond is saying? That's my question. Anthony wants to destroy Amber mentally. All right, Anthony is going to find out that he's a little puppy trying to play with a pit bull. That's what I say. Because his ego will not allow him to win and move on. He has to rub it in her face. And that's my problem. Because when you start to do that, you're almost like you're starting to force people to fight harder. Me just say it's almost like he's pressuring it. That's all I say. That's all I'm trying to say. It was weak when Ann told Dave about the situation at home, so it weak. Anthony's coming to Dave's house like this. He really letting Dave know that everything Amber has said about him was true. Those pieces, we get them pieces. The key part is, how is Amber for sale? She hasn't asked Dave for a dime. She's also not walking. Bam just me. I think they're talking about it in a monetary term, because if you notice, the women them tend to only get men with money. They don't really look for a guy with substance, right? They only tend to look for guys with money. I think that's what they're talking about when they mention those statements. It's a tough ask, but that's what they're talking about. Let's see. O'Neal, I don't like it either, but we have to think like Anthony Carter. Makes sense. He plays the game like that. Makes sense. That makes sense. But me like the game. Respect for yourself. What Anthony doesn't realize is that Amber tells Dave everything when she comes back. He's a bona fide, certified clinical idiot. What did you do, O'Neal, about coming to another man's house? Me? I said I would never ever come to another man's house. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. And you couldn't come to my house either. Another man cannot come to my house. I don't believe in it. Just like I would never allow, one of my ex-woman them just to show up. It's just about respect. It's just something that you wouldn't do. So I wouldn't do it. It kills me that people make statements like Anthony's a narcissist. Don't worry about the narcissist statement, Rusa. I'm going to defend the other points. The narcissist thing don't work out because unless you have a DSM-5 TR, you can't talk about narcissism. Don't worry about the narcissist thing because unless you have a DSM-5 TR, you can't talk about narcissist. You just leave the narcissist comment out. Don't worry about it. Trust me. Trust me. Don't even. You can't talk about narcissist. Narcissist is something different, and I don't want to get into it because it's a clinical term that people just throw around. I don't even use it. What was that look that Ant gave when Dave said you're comparing apples to oranges, especially when it comes to Amber? I'm not sure. Ant gave. You mean this one right here? So hold on.
And you know that.
Okay. Marian, I think that Anthony is saying, she's got you too. I think that's what he's saying right there, sir. I believe now that Dave is going to join forces. I don't know if Dave is going to join forces, but what I do know is Amber is going to fight harder. I don't think Dave is necessarily going to join forces with Amber. I don't know if about that. It depends. Let me put it this way, Marcia. It depends on what happens to Dave. If Dave is about his money like I think he is, and Amber is losing money, it's going to be to hell with the forces. If nothing is happening, meaning Dave is still making money, then yeah, but it might just motivate Amber to fight harder. That's what he might do, which is not a great thing for Anthony. Anton Amber is a covert narcissist. Don't use the word narcissist, friends, because again, unless you have a DSM-5 TR, you cannot do it. Just let it go. Let it go, friends. Anthony gave that look like, yeah, I believe that in the beginning as well. So in other words, the look, Marian West, that you're asking about is Dave saying, yeah, she got you too. But I would look at that right now, but I want to look at what Anthony is doing right now. He's jealous of Dave deep down and wants to create problems in the relationship. No, here's what I think it is. Anthony wants to rub it in. He wants to say him win, and he wants to rub the win into Amber's face. This is what I think it is. This is what I think it is. Anthony, this is what it is. Anthony wants to rub the supposed win in Amber's face. This is what I think it is. Okay. If it now, of course, hey, you know how Skitland work. They may change this, but it's what I think this scene represents. Or Anthony making facial expressions because he's not liking Dave's shutting him down. So we're going to skip over Amber trolling Anthony over eating skits at his house. Not fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right, Tyrell. Here's what I'm saying. No, we're not going to skip over that. If you watch O'Neal channel, you know that O'Neal actually holds Amber to the feet to the fire. In fact, if you come over here, you realize that me and Amber fans are always going at it. You come over, just ask them in the chat. O'Neal and them go at it 24/7. Here's what I'm thinking, Tyrell, when we look on this. I'm just saying, you're on, in other words, win first, then you can do any little clown move you want to do. This is my point, Tyrell. Win first, then you do the move what you want to do. When you win, then you can do the move what you want to do. But if you don't win yet, you want to play the game until you win. You understand where I come from? Knock out the man first. Knock him out and get the ref to count to 10. Then you can celebrate around the room. That is what O'Neal is saying. That I'm a position on it. What Anthony is doing right now is Anthony no knock out Amber, him give her a punch. And she down, but she coming back up she up on her knees. She not really down for the count. And the ref basically checking her gloves and checking her eye and all of them kind of things there, right? And he has not rung the bell yet. So if the ref don't ring the bell yet, you can't celebrate until the ref ring the bell. That's the point. That's what O'Neal is saying. Both of them. If y'all remember, that's why Wayne wouldn't mess with Ben, because Wayne saw right through him. Dave is seeing straight through Anthony. It's which Anthony's trying to pull. Anthony's like a big kid with money who keeps throwing temper tantrums. Oh, she told my baby mama about the room, so I'm gonna tell Dave on her. Why would she stay? He followed her around the house, verbally abusing her before he knew Dave. Well, those are other comments. Anthony has no self-respect. Dave sees him as weak. See what I got at home? Yeah, you see the comparison of that is another piece of the puzzle too. He thinks he has Amber where he wants her. Goal, break them up and goal. Nancy says break them up and she will only have what he gave her. Then he win. You just want to do that first. That's all only saying. It's another tit for tat. Anthony feels like Amber caused chaos at his house, so he's going to do the same to her. Anthony is showing Dave that he still wants Amber. Anthony is jealous, but it's deeper than just what he thinks he's won. And now he's trying to rub it in. That's why I think that's what it is. Tyrell, what you think, Tyrell? You gone? Come on, hear a conversation at Tyrell because I don't want to hear the men them think. Rusan, don't leave, man. Rusan, don't leave. I want to hear what you think. He might tell Dave about Wayne. Dave should not let him in. He is a little panty man. He's a panty man. He's a panty man. Gentlemen, come out of the woodwork, man. O'Neal, I know something. I know something. Carl never short before you come over out of the woods. I know something. Carl, never short before you come out of the woods. Makes sense. Makes sense. Anthony is moving off of what his lawyer told him and screw in his emotion roller coaster forward so that Amber will sign off the divorce. But even if he's doing that, I'm just saying it's just too much. That's what I think it is. I'm linking the conversation in Joseph. D Joseph, only linking the conversation with Amber yesterday. The lawyer saying that she's emotional about Dave. Now yeah, but hold on. Okay, so D Joseph is saying. So this is the move when telling me. D Joseph is saying, O'Neal, based on yesterday's conversation with the lawyer told him that Amber really and truly is getting emotional. And she wants to leave. So now him coming over here. Here's my problem though, D Joseph. Me feel like it's almost like him. But I miss what y'all say. Remember the arrogance Amber when their lawyer was giving her bad advice? Yes. That may I say again, Terrell. That's what I'm seeing. D Joseph, that's what I'm saying. I think it's arrogance. You know, win yet. You know, win yet. Just not win yet. She not signed the paper. Until she signed the paper. By the way, you know what? Not in the signing of the paper. Until the judge finalizes the paperwork, don't celebrate. That's what me say. She's not going to do it. She's not going to remove all her things from the home. It's abandonment if she does. That's correct. Time for Dave to set Amber up with a bigger lawyer. Oh, playing with his ego like playing with the egos of males to think with money and not brains, especially. You see, here's where you might have. Here's why I said wouldn't do this, Terrell. Dave might just spend some money on a lawyer to help Amber. I'm for ego. This is why I wouldn't do this. Right? It's almost like you poke the bear. It's like you're poking the bear. I'm going to show you why I wouldn't do this. But my son, y'all are saying, I see what y'all are saying. I see what I'm saying. Here's what I know though. You don't know if Dave might basically, if this is what you were saying, Marcy, I understand what you're saying now. You don't know Dave is also a wealthy man. He made just because of the ego. Because remember, Dave say want a reason for spend some money. When people want a reason for spend some money, you don't know if Dave might go get a lawyer to go out and say, all right, don't worry. Since you come over here for do your thing, I'm going to do just because. Because some men have some ego way bigger than nothing else. I wouldn't poke the bear. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't, but I get to an answer, but I just wouldn't. So I don't know if it's a good strategy by Anthony. My question, D. Joseph, is this. Him say, are we seeing a celebration or a strategy? So may I ask you a question? Do you think it's a good strategy to provoke her like this? Maybe that's the question I'm going to ask. Because it's almost like you could poke the bear. You do see what's going on with Iran and the US, right? You do realize what's going on with Iran and the US. You realize Israel has been poking the bear for a long period of time till eventually the man them say, okay, all right, don't worry. And then them start show you exactly what they're saying. Because you have people like that, when you start get too egotistical, them decide that, okay, they need to shut you down. Dave is a boy scout and is a snake banging another man's wife. That is true. Those things are true. No, he should understand that he can be Anthony 2 years from now. That makes sense. You see how Amber acts when Dave give her real advice? Makes sense. Terrell, makes sense. So I see the male side of the argument. Terrell, me see the male side of the argument. But the problem though, Terrell, I have is, it's not like Anthony's coming over here and Anthony's doing a respectful conversation. Anthony is in the same breath. All right, let me see what I want to say. Terrell, sit tight, Terrell, because I like the conversation. I like the conversation. Hold on, Deborah, because Deborah and Terrell live on the same page. Only I don't think that Dave will take it that way. Speaking of ego, he will ask Amber if you're done. Why go to Anthony's house commenting on what's going on? All right, you know what? I think I need to ask a big question. Terrell, because of you and Deborah and a couple others who are unconventional thinkers, which I like, because if you know on the platform, I'm very unconventional. I like your all different type of thoughts. I wouldn't do it, but maybe there's a reason why y'all would do it. Let me ask you a question. Is this a good strategy? Okay, me already list the reasons why it could fail, right? But maybe I need to argue on the next side of the coin because O'Neill is like that. O'Neill is a thinker. I'm a thinker. I like to hear the next side of the coin. If you think it's a good strategy, tell me why you think it's a good strategy. Don't worry. Me know me will get some no's, but more on the people I'm going to say yes. Tell me why it's a good strategy. The people I'm going to say yes. Me just want to know why you say it's a good strategy. Me no want, just tell me why you think it's a good strategy. Give me like a real thing. I wouldn't do it. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't do it. It's too risky. I would choose, more than choose I already have, which is silence is golden. I'm that type of negotiator. If I already realize that I'm winning, I'm going to let you basically self-destruct. I'm not going to come in to save you. So I wouldn't do it because that's how me negotiate. If I realize I already have you up on the ropes, no. I don't need to go on the offense, especially in a fight like this. If it was one where you were punching, then fine, me sure. I have to defend myself. I have to put on my gloves and do what I need to do. But I'm not in that one. But I want to know what to think. Don't believe Anthony's thinking of it as a strategy. What you think, Rusan? What you think him thinking about it? I want the unconventional thinkers them tell me what to think. Because me know some people say, I wouldn't do it, but maybe it's a kind, but maybe for that kind of man. Anthony's hurt when he knows he has lost a good real that's something else. Even if she doesn't cook or stroke his ego anymore, he's not speaking, he's not seeking help. to get Amber to let her walk away with nothing. That's different. I'm talking about the strategy of him being there. Because we are talking about Anthony. We already know Anthony does weird things. Give me them things. O'Neal, if he could get Amber to stay away from that house and fall more in love with Dave, she will settle easier. D. Joseph says, if he could get Amber to stay away from the house and fall more in love with this. So in other words, he's pressing Dave to have Amber stay away from the house. Okay. This is why I love to listen to the unconventional. A good strategy, because Anthony and Amber are broken people, and Dave and Denisha are going to walk away from trying to fix broken people. Dave is subliminally telling Anthony Dalton's character to level up. She shouldn't ever came to his house unexpectedly. Absolutely not a good strategy. Why give your opponent a new life? He was in a position of power to negotiate down, but now he's antagonizing her and gloating. That's what I say. Me believe he's gloating, so I wouldn't do it. I'm with you, Erica. I'm with you. Yes, only because it's being a man enough to have a conversation with the man I had a running with. I think it's about respect, also peace for Anthony. Don't believe that, because if it was for peace, then you wouldn't be talking about. I don't believe this, because then you wouldn't be talking about the things you have, trying to discuss that. If it was about, if it was a strategy. So I'm sorry, I don't believe that piece. Give me something else. Yes, it's a good move because this forces a strong man like Dave to force Amber to choose what she. Ooh. So that's what y'all are thinking. Okay. Anthony thinks that this will make Dave rethink the relationship, so Amber could end up alone. That's the next side of the argument. Yes, it's a good strategy because Anthony does not know Dave. Anthony can take this opportunity to fish for information and find weaknesses to exploit. But all right, okay, all right, fair enough. Yes, you move in silence. You never let your right hand. That's what I think. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that. But again, I want to hear from the what you call it now, the reverse side of the audience, because I have to reverse. My brain have to work like that. I have to use left brain and right brain. That's how O'Neal have to work. Because O'Neal believe you must use both sides of your brain. If you don't use both sides of your brain, then you're not really having a good and a meaningful conversation. I won't say it's a strategy, but a risk. Anthony's thinking that Amber being emotionally unstable, talking to Dave, will push her over the edge. His lawyer wasn't even confident the last time they talked when he was on the balcony with Denisha, but now she is. It will backfire. Well, the lawyer got confident, Miss Key Baby, because Constance called her, and Constance has started to, what you call it now? Constance told her about Amber and all of the kind of different things. So she's saying basically Amber wants a deal. What I know about negotiation is this: the longer you can wait, the better your deal. The shorter you can wait, the worse your deal. It's just, that's just how negotiation work. Generally, let me speak in general terms. Anthony don't want Denisha. Anthony just go to Dave to show off that there's no strategy. You don't believe in strategy. He needs to worry about Angelina coming to his door. He wants Dave to advise her to move on and not to hold on to something that is over. Okay, watchman, that's what you're saying now. Now you're giving me what I want. I wanted something, no reasoning behind what I'm saying. Yeah, don't just give me two little things and leave it there. So give me the reason what y'all are talking about. Anthony wants Dave to convince Amber to take the offer on the table so that he will win. I blame Constance for this. She shouldn't have been emotional yesterday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Iconic. East Bay Homes. Thank you very much for that. I think Anthony might truly believe Amber still wants him. That's why she keeps popping up and why she acted out. That's interesting for say that. Dave, it ain't going nowhere. Anthony realized that Amber is completely over him. His goal is to destroy the relationship with Dave. I'm not sure. Is that what it is? Want to think he wants Amber to settle with a divorce settlement. Makes sense. Dave sees Anthony Dalton's character as a weak man. Anthony subliminally jealous of Amber's rebound. Makes sense. But make sure you look on the other people them as well, too, because y'all are giving some great points. O'Neill, what are you saying, C Charmer? I'm thinking that and think that he's seeing the writing on the wall, so he really seeing he has lost his wife for real. So he comes today to see what he will get. What he will get, okay? I think he's recording the conversation. Ooh, Watchman, I like your thing there. Hold on. Is Anthony recording the conversation? Wow. If he's doing that, that would be like a whole different strategy. If that's what he's doing, that's serious. Y'all have some good pieces today. Hey, whoa, y'all, hey, let me congratulate y'all because y'all are really doing good. Yeah, yeah, no. Y'all are saying some real good things. Is Anthony recording the conversation? Y'all are saying some really good things, man. Y'all are saying some really good things. That's why I'm telling you, I love coming on. Let me say this to you, the audience. I love coming on and talking to y'all because guess what? It shows me that I may have a thought in my mind, but a lot of y'all bring some really nice point of views that I really do see as different that I wouldn't have thought of. Is the perspectives. When I created this channel, this is why I created this channel. I just want to thank y'all for coming up with all of the perspectives then because it mind-boggling. I really like it. If he's recording, that's against the law. No, not necessarily. You could have let the person know that you're recording, not necessarily. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, who knows? If he is messed himself up because he admitted he has something at home, so they're both cheating, that won't work. Makes sense. So I'm gonna know the recording for that makes sense, Miss Key baby. If I'm recording, I thought about earlier when he went to the car to get his cell phone. Okay, so you have to him get him cell. Okay. It's the spirit of Amber. She brings Ernestine, Shayla, and now Anthony. Dave is going to force Amber to pick Dave or Anthony's 50. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So, you know what, Tyrell? I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Here's the question, friends. Because Tyrell has now. Tyrell, thank you very much for giving me your things. Because I already know the next side. You already know what O'Neill think. Right? But, Tyrell, here's the question. Is Dave's mother, is Dave's mother's words coming to fruition? Is this it? Hold on, friends, because we also haven't looked at the story broadly, and that's why I'm saying like up. Some people is basically thinking this together, right? Is Dave's mother's words coming to fruition? Is this it? Remember, the other day we got a bunch of skits with Dave mother, and Dave mother said to Amber she don't want the thing that's going to befall her son. I see where Tyrell is going. Tyrell is saying first she bring Ernestine into the place. Ernestine come in the place, and basically, of course, you don't know Ernestine tyranny, right? Then Shayla has come in there with a different energy. Now, Anthony has come in at the same house. Is this what this is? Is this where the writer's going? Are the writers going in the direction that now that Dave has taken on Amber, everything that comes with Amber is now coming into his life? Dave is slow dealing with a married woman. That is true. Constance set up Anthony and his attorney up. I don't believe that. Ruth may not believe it was a setup. But I'd have to see, but I don't believe it though. If Dave, because I don't believe it, Ruth, because she was basically trying to ask the other attorney. She was trying to ask the other attorney to basically sign, to basically collude with her. So I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. If Dave loves Amber so much and the money than Anthony, why not buy her Amber a house and give her the money she's asking for? Anthony's too spicy for me, and yes, her words are happening. Anthony's a little boy in a grown man's body. We know that part there already, friends. And they're the obvious. Well, he told his lawyer already he saw Amber at the party. Exactly. So that now gonna make a difference if he's. But we want to know what it is. I need Dave to meet Amber's father because she shouldn't be the only one getting it. Recording. That sounds like something Atlanta would do just to try to break Amber and to push her to accept the deal. Okay, no. In Georgia, no. Georgia is a one-party state. You can record with only one party knowing. There you go. Thank you very much, Miss T, for showing that. Dave will not leave Amber there. There'll be a storyline with Dave's sister recording. The recording can be used. He is literally whatever it is. B, that's all they say. It's not against the law in the states where only one party consent is needed. But that would not hold up in court because he did not let him know that he's recording. Friends, hold on. Anthony's spicy and Dave is dumb. Rusan, don't the other comment them, not take on them the Rusan. Give me your male analytic viewpoint of it. What you think could be Anthony's motive? Because now we already know. We need to know what could be the motive. That's the question. What could be the motive? What could be the motive is the question. We may try to ask people. Yes, friends, I'm trying to get to the next skit. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, friends. Give me a moment, friends. Give me a moment. I will have to try to get the skit. I'm trying to get the skit. I'm getting the skit. Nancy B, thank you very much for being on. I'm getting the new skit, friends. I'm getting the new skit. Anthony's a narcissist. I'm not gonna take these comments on. That's the motive he's winning. I'm not gonna take the narcissist comment because unless you have a DSM-5 TR and you have a lot of different things put together, no, he's not. Amber does the same thing. So if you're going to say him is a narcissist, then should technically be a narcissist because they both basically celebrate very early. I hate that it seems that Amber is the only one getting the short end of the stick on everything. Anthony is trying to destroy Amber's. Hold on. Don't do that though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Miss Renanda. Is it Renanda? Renanda, both of them do this to each other. So I wouldn't say that is only Amber alone getting the short end of the stick. I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Y'all know that Amber rarely tell Dave that she goes to the house. Makes sense. If Anthony's so happy with Nisha, why is he even worried about Amber? Not quite certain. He has no business over there. His motive is to leave her broke. Watch when Dave tells Amber that I'm bringing it up right now. I'm coming up with a new skit. I like that. That's an energy thought. There's a lot of good thoughts in the comments. I really do like it. I really am liking what y'all are saying. Do the one with Libby and Natasha because that's who Amber needs fighting for her. Okay. Anthony wants Amber to have nothing so he can say that he won. All right, hold on. Let me get the skit, friends. I'm getting the skit right now. Give me a moment. Let me get the skit for y'all. Give me one moment. Let me get the skit for y'all, friends. Give me one moment. Let me get the skit. Let me get the skit. Ah, boy. Okay. All right. Let me see what you said. Bilderberg boy, thank you for the super chat. Only we are so used to seeing Anthony do so much dumb things. You don't see the reverse Uno card. Anthony just gave Amber. If he's smart, he will make her draw 2. What do you mean, Bilderberg boy? What do you mean by that? Please just enlighten me. Because I'm realizing now that I don't know. And only tends to step back when you don't know. I'm coming up with a skit, friends. What's the reverse Uno card? Bilderberg boy, what's the reverse Uno card? Explain this, Bilderberg boy. Explain. Explain the reverse Uno card. And I'm looking for your comment. Please explain the reverse Uno card. I'm coming up with a skit, friends. Just give me one moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Because it says a reverse Uno card. I want to know what the reverse Uno card is. Somebody says a reverse Uno card. I'm coming up with this kit right now. I'm pulling it up from my next machine. Y'all know what them just drop it, friends. Give me a moment. Hey, it takes me a while to do this. It takes me a while to get this done. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, friends. Give me one moment. How long is this skit? Wait. 2 minutes. Hmm. 2 minutes, 15 seconds? Really? Really? I said that. Wait. Give me a moment, friends. What is the reverse Uno card? Choose Dave. Okay. Amber called Ernestine. I hope that she shows up with Amber. Why? Ernestine does not want to do anything. Give us a lot to watch it all. The motive is to get Dave to look at Amber as a gold digger. Okay. Dave is going to make the chump draw 4. He's going to back Amber up 100%. You see, that's how I say. The new man will simp enough. Remember, you know, them still in the early phases. That's what O'Neal is saying. And the new man will simp enough. For those who are, that's why I really like the movie now. But Tyrell is giving me an argument. Vanswell giving me an argument. Rusan giving me an argument. And I don't mind the arguments. Deborah give me an argument. Dave is backing Anthony up. How? Only D. Joseph is giving me an argument. O'Neal, why Dave decided to call Amber in the middle of a conversation instead of waiting until she came home? That's a good question. That's a good question. Give me the reverse Uno card, Billabreak boy. I'm slow. I apologize that I'm a little bit slow this morning and I don't get the reverse Uno and I want to get the reverse Uno. I want to get the reverse Uno, please. I'm asking you. Give me the reverse Uno, my friend. Give me the reverse Uno. She paid Shannon Sharp. Hold on. Shannon Sharp paid for a woman's divorce. He lost the woman and the money. Dave is getting involved handling. Oh, okay. Dave getting involved. He is handing Amber a shovel to bury him too. Interesting. Hold on, Bilderberg boy. Hold a comment there. Hold that. I got the skit, friends. I got the skit. Bilderberg boy, sit tight. Let me hold on. Let me save this skit. Let me save this, Bilderberg boy. Let me save this. Let me save this. Let me save that comment here, Bilderberg boy. Sit tight. Here we go. Here we go. Bilderberg boy, sit tight. Sit tight.
Hey, baby.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Got an unexpected visitor today, though.
Oh, yeah? Who was that?
Take a wild guess.
I don't know. Ernestine? I don't know. Who?
Your husband, Anthony, came by. Well, he's still here.
My husband.
Yes.
Interesting. Bilderberg boy. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to have to do some research, Bilderberg boy. I accept. I'm going to yield the floor on this one because I'm going to have to do some research before we start getting back into it. Shannon Sharp paid for a woman's divorce. He lost the woman and the money. Dave getting involved. He's handing Amber the shovel to bury him. Bilderberg boy. That's why I like when I talk, because you always give me some context that I haven't seen because I didn't see that one. I did not see that one. But Bilderberg boy, thank you for the super chat, and I like that. I'm really and truly dig this.
Yes, he's here. Like right now.
What is he doing there? What you mean he's there right now?
Give me a moment, friends. Why are they stopping? Give me a moment, friends. Give me a moment. For some reason, my screen froze. Give me one moment. Give me a moment.
Just came by, rang the doorbell. It's all.
All right, give me a moment, friends. The clip is getting weird. The clip is kind of weird. Give me one moment. Let me just make sure I have the clip right. Give me a moment, friends. The clip just stalled out on me just now. So let me redo the clip. Let me re-pull the clip back up. Let me rehash the clip back up. My apologies, friends. My apologies. My apologies for the clip misbehaving. Yeah, the clip sometimes give issues, you know? So let's go. Let's jump into it. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me one moment, friends. For some reason, the clip is misbehaving. Give me a moment. I think the clip is corrupted. Give me one bit here. One bit.
Hey, baby.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Got an unexpected visitor today, though.
Oh, yeah? Who is that?
Take a wild guess.
I don't know. Ernestine? I don't know. Who?
Your husband, Anthony, came by. Well, he's still here.
My husband.
Yes. Yes, he's here. Like right now.
What is he doing there? What you mean he's there right now?
I don't understand why is it doing this. Okay, friends. I think. Okay, give me one moment here. I see what's going on. I think the clip is bad. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it the way I didn't want to do it, but give me a moment, friends. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I guess I'm gonna have to do it the way I didn't want to do it. I don't like doing it this way because it's a little bit weird. But okay, we're gonna do it this way. Friends, I'm sorry. The clip is really, really bad, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. I don't like doing it this way, but I'm gonna have to do it this way a little bit. Oh, all right, let's go.
My husband.
Yes. Yes, he's here. Like right now.
What is he doing there? What you mean he's there right now?
He just came by, rang the doorbell. Was outside my steps, like, you want to talk, and it wasn't nothing crazy, but where you at right now?
I'm actually not too far from there, but he wants to talk about what?
Okay,
what
come to the house.
Yeah,
Come to the house.
I just turned around, trust and believe. But what does he want to talk about? What is he saying? Is he asking you questions? Like, what is he irate? What is it?
I mean, he's saying a few things, but it's nothing crazy, but I think we all need to sit down and talk.
She's panicking. Why is she panicking? She I saw me to know Anthony knew Amber would react, so he's getting her to react. When I say Amber is still acting emotional, calm down, girl. This is a chess game. So, in other words, is Anthony getting her to react? Look here, friends. The more me see it now, the more me realize that Anthony is working a strategy. This look like it's a strategy of some sorts. He is getting her to react. Watchman, I see what you're saying. Rorax says she's nervous. What's she nervous for? It's nervous. Rorax, what's going on? Rorax, I want you to Rorax TV. I want to let you know I love your station. I do look on your channel a lot of times, and I do love what some of the things that you post. Just letting you know. Dave calling Amber right now is showing Anthony how he didn't disrespect Amber, but Dave knows how to respect Amber. Them little irritating posts right now, I love them, but I not time for those. More want to analyze where we're going right here. So the more and more I think about this, Anthony is driving her to emotional pressure. He's playing with her emotions. Interesting.
That sounds
Have
crazy.
a discussion.
No, that sounds real crazy. That's not crazy to you that he just stops by your house with no announcement? He don't call me or anything?
It is crazy. It is crazy, but I just think we all need to have a discussion. And
this is what I'm talking about, Dave. His narcissistic ways. He thinks that he can just control everything. How do you show up to my man's house? Like, really? This is what I'm talking about. Now you see. Now you see what I'm dealing with all the time. You just pop up to another man's house. Like, who? Like, is audacity on sale or what? That's crazy.
yeah, he here now.
Wow. Okay, so do I need to, like, call the police or have somebody else come?
Police? Oh, nah, babe, listen. I ain't worried about that. Like I said, we just need to have a discussion. We just sit down and talk, iron some things out. I think that's what's needed anyway, so y'all can move forward. All this back and forth. I have a mind to call him and tell him. No. Come to that house, Amber.
This is a chess move. This is a chess move. Bilderberg boy, I think I see it. Anthony is going to challenge Dave's ego with Amber. This is a power play from Anthony. This is you may not like it, and I don't like it. I wouldn't have done it, but this is a chess move. Look at Dave and look what's going on. This is a power play. Anthony's about to challenge Dave's ego in front. This is a chess move. Unless we're wrong, but this is a chess move. Watch the play, friends. Look at the play. Raw reacts, don't stop doing what you're doing. Find ways around. Even if you have to do like little parts of the clip, then that's fine. So that way, you go according to the guidelines. But don't stop, because your thing look good. I just want to let you know. Real Racks have a channel, friends, and her stuff are very good, and she does post a lot of pictures, and I do love her channel. This is a power move, friends. Look on the move, friends. Seriously, think about it. Don't just... I thought him sassy. I wouldn't do it, but it's a power play.
Come to the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just turned around. I'm coming. I'll be there as soon as I can. All right, bro.
Bye. Oh my God. We call her Steve.
Anthony knows she is like scrambled eggs. Yes, but look at what's going on though. Renanda, look at what's going on. What's going on is Dave wants to be with Amber, and I think Dave wants to know what's holding up the process. So now I think Anthony wants to put this forward on the board to basically, it's almost like, let me see now. He wants to challenge Dave, to show Dave that, Dave, she doesn't really want you. The same move that Amber works on Denisha that we talk about. The same move where she said, Denisha, if Anthony really wanted you, he would sign the papers. Well, I think Anthony's going to try the same move. Dave, if she really wants you, she would sign the papers. Let me sit back. Let me sit back. Let me sit back. Saying what you're saying. I'm just saying what we're saying. If you look at it just in your regular light, you probably won't see it. Anthony Stupid, he wants to destroy Amber. It's more than destroying. Amber already said she didn't sign the paper. She didn't sign it. Sign meaning the deal, the settlement. Because it's a settlement, Remember, they sent a settlement and now the lawyer sent a counter out. So when them says already signed the papers, that's what they're talking about. The divorce part is different. Amber basically signed for 50%. Anthony's saying he's not giving her 50%. I pray that Amber keep her emotions intact. Well, let's see. Anthony's stupid. That's different, friends. Anthony is going on what she's been doing to him. She's been popping up and causing problems and telling his business. Let's see how Amber handles this. Anthony playing chess and she's playing checkers, y'all. Y'all thought Anthony was a smart. He's showing you. Ernestine is the last person Amber should have called. Dave knows about Wayne. Talk your way out. Anthony's pitiful. I told you. Ernestine is going to go all out for Amber. Yeah, but Ernestine no matter right now. Dave is smarter than Anthony. So whatever game he's playing, it will backfire. Let's see. The only thing you do is that, is that Dave don't want the drama. Remember though, Jessica, over the days though, Dave has been saying him don't want the drama. There you go. Try and take off your Amber hat for a little bit, for try to read the other scenes that you got and try to put them together. That's what I want you to do. Dave looking real stupid with a married woman. Okay. So someone talked about the Shannon Sharp thing, right? Shannon Sharp shared that he once paid for a woman's divorce, stating, so this was what the person was talking about. Shannon Sharp stated that he once paid for a woman's divorce because he believed that he was the one, stating that it happened during an earlier period of his life. Listen to this, because this is what Bilderberg Boy was talking about. An earlier period of his life, right? He was deeply in love and wanted to speed the process up. The confession, that's why him confess, the outcome, despite the investments in expediting the divorce, the relationship ultimately didn't work out long term. This is what Bilderberg Boy stated. Bilderberg Boy, I thank you very much. I didn't know this. I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't know this. This was the reference Bilderberg Boy was giving. Friends, I have to run because I have to go take a couple clients. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all very, very much. Me love you to the moon and back.
Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.